Hello and welcome back to Plan B, Terraform. In our last episode, we spent some effort to duplicate all of our efforts in our main town, New Nagoya, and had some success, but we have stopped again. And we've stopped again for a couple of reasons, but before we go into why we're stopped again, I want to just mention that there has been a new update to the game. Version 0.6.5 has been released. In this, the lines creation, both truck and train line creation, has been changed. So now the stops are no longer a buildable item. Instead, you select the vehicle type from the menu over here, and you place them down at the origin point, and then you click to the destination point, and that becomes your route. So we will have to we'll have to try that out in a few moments. The stops and such that I have placed already, you can see like here or maybe down here, are all still here. They still exist as an item in the game, but they're no longer necessary for declaring a specific point, or no longer necessary for placing, for declaring a specific point as a stop. The next bit is that at world creation, cities will spawn at higher altitudes, so that we no longer have the issue of your city getting overtaken by a ocean, for example, or nearly overtaken, or large rivers even coming through them. They'll be placed at altitudes where there are no rivers and there are no real prospects of rivers, say like over here, as opposed to here or up here or whatever, instead of down here by the ocean. And in addition to that, in this view, instead of just a solid gradient or solid gray color, it'll now be a gradient, or at least a couple of different shades. And we might be able to see that a little bit here. It's hard to tell, maybe not. Where the area where there will be an ocean will be a lighter color of gray, so that you can see that this is a prospective ocean or seabed. There, maybe you can see that a little bit here too. A prospective seabed as your water level comes in. So those are the two major changes to the game. And also slightly different change being that, or slightly lesser important change being that you no longer get to keep all the vehicles you made in the previous world when you start a new world. That would be just a bug. So that's been fixed. But so moving on from that, let's go ahead and jump in and see what's going on. Unsurprisingly, we have a dearth of reinforced concrete, and that is because of two things, both of them being our concrete supply. So I want to move some of this stuff around here again. So let's delete these and delete all the ones that are dead, at least. We'll delete the rest of those over there in a little bit. We can do that one. We can't do that one. Let's do... Is that too much? That's too much. Oh, we can delete that one too. Delete that one. Let's see. That's too far. From there. Yeah. Okay. Let's do this and this. That gets me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not enough. And it's a bummer that we lose this amount. Hopefully the changes in also to... let's do this here too. To no longer have ore spawning as well, but that wasn't listed, so maybe that's not actually in here either. But we can do this at least. We'll get some out of this. It's not going to be as much as we had hoped, but we'll get some. And then I'm just going to do this and then this. And then I'm going to move the origin point of this. Actually, no, we need to do the road first. Move the origin point of this stop to here instead. And you can see that it moves the actual stop icon or the stop graphic. That still is being created. It's just not not what we had before. Let's go ahead and take out these as well and do the same thing here as we did over there. And then we can do some more of these up here now. That one, yes. This one, no. And then a couple of... delete these, actually, also. Here and here, perhaps. Might not be perfect, but we've got to get what we got to get here. Whatever we can get out of it, we will get. And then let's do a road over here. And then move this origin to there. There we go. This one needs to change too, but again, we have a river in the way. We can probably go up there. We can move this down, take this one out. Guess I'll lose that one. That's fine. That goes away now too. This could go if I put one in here. Those are far enough apart they won't touch. These are hopping still. That's fine. This is good. This is good. And then this is a bit beat up as well here. Let's see if we can also remove you two and replace them with a couple over here and a couple of these right in here. That should be okay. We'll see if that holds out or not. That's only one of our concrete issues. The other one is this one. As you can see, this patch got depleted rather quickly. And in fact, we need to start up another patch, I think, because of this. So let's just go ahead and delete all of our broken ones. And then delete those and these and all of that, I guess. And then we can do some of... Actually, you know what? Let's just do this. And connect as many of these up as we can. Let's go here and there with two of you. Delete these. Do one of those. Do a road to there, and then move this origin to there instead. Boom. As long as you're still 60, that's good. Delete all of those. And we want to do... I'd rather not put it there. I think I'll put them here instead. And then we can do two of these. And one of these. And do this. And move this origin over to there. Still... No, we need another truck for that. I think I'll get rid of this one entirely. Delete, please. And then up here, we need to also... how are you doing for... Yes, good. Good. Let's see. And you folks can do, like, this one. And that one. A couple of these. One of these. And then road come into there. Move origin to here. Delete those. So that's now down to 3. So this output is nowhere near going to be enough. We have more down here. A lot more down here. So I think I'm going to end up moving this train completely out of here and down to this area here. We need to get this going first. I'm going to probably need to route this train around, which is going to actually be a problem, so maybe I won't. But let's set up the mining to start with. Actually, you know what? Just put them all down. It's fine. We have plenty-ish. May need to make some more eventually, but... There. And then these can go here for sulfur in there. Finally, or next, these factories here, concrete, please. And then one more depot for concrete. And then we'll send that down to probably a train station in this neighborhood, because I'm also thinking about trucking all this in to the same station. So we'll just kind of go like this. And then like that. Let's see, let's just copy these. Excuse me, there we go. But I think I'm going to put them to deliver on this side. Reasons. And then I want to take this train, or this route rather, completely off of that and put it down here instead. And then we need to make sure this is still 300, so we'll add a couple of trains to it. A couple meaning 3. Road come this way. And then across to here. That crossed just fine, I think so. And then into there. We can do... I gotta learn how to do this new feature. Let's go truck from there to here. And that is concrete. And we need that to be 60 in theory, but it's not going to produce that much. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so it's barely producing more than 30, actually. You here and here, whatever you can pick up. Let's do this, and then one of these. You can go here, and ideally that one, which I think will be okay. Do these two, and then this. You can go here and here, maybe, or... Yeah, that's fine. And then there, oops, let's do... Yeah, that's fine, too. Do that way. And we can go here. Round and around and around we go. these two here. And then finally, I think these two here would be really good. This and that. This and that. This one can go here. This one can go here. And then we just need some roads to go around. Like that. Went too far. Go this way. Come this way. Come down and past this one. And then down into here. Now the fun kind of begins. Maybe I should just put that on that side. And have it connected. Maybe. Let's see how this fun's going to work out. Delete that one. Don't need it. And let's do a truck from here to here. Concrete. There we go. And then truck from here to here. You still can't use the same spot for both, so keep that in mind. It's still the same rules as before. You just don't have to build the emplacements for them. So I guess I need to continue the road kind of down and around like that. Let's do truck again. The only issue is that because you don't have the stops already, you have to actually go into the menu each time to build the truck each time, instead of cloning the stop and then clicking on it. So there's a bit of a trade-off there. I'm not sure that one is better than the other, necessarily. We're not going to need 60 there. I'm not going to put another truck there then. But it's just another thing to kind of get used to. And then, let's see, you can go here. And that's probably fine. And then finally we need to figure this one out, which, yeah, let's go from here. I'm going to put another one of these here and then do this road like that. And then you can go from here to here. I don't really like this, but again, this is not going to have that much capacity. The whole thing here, so I think I'm okay with it. And then I'm just going to go ahead and set this one up as well. Are we collecting that whole thing? No, there's a little bit in the middle that we're not collecting. How many of these do I have left? 178. Numbers haven't started going up yet, which means that we haven't really made a dent. Not surprised, really. Let's just kind of get the edges, even if I'm not doing exactly 2 in. We'll just kind of go around the edges and get as much as we can going. Because we're going to need it all eventually, and we might as well just do as much as we can. That's a really good candidate spot there for a depot, is that indention there. Really good candidate, so we'll try that out. I think I went a little too deep there, but that's okay. I did here too. Let's start back there then, so that I make sure I get that one. Sulfur. And then maybe out here someplace, and then we can do the 2 factories here. And then the depot output right here for concrete. And then we can just kind of go around a little bit. Maybe just go right there and right here. You two. We'll go on this side like this, and then like that. Nope, these first. That would have been another good candidate for spot, but now we're too close. Too close. Well, that's a really good candidate. Actually, you know what? Pull that into there. That's fine. Here we'll go this way and this way. And then here. And the reason I'm putting these 2 spaces away from each other like that is to cover more of the available miners. In most cases, at least. Do like that. I'm doing 3 there, but it's fine because we're going to have 2 factories in the middle, and they'll both be able to touch both factories. And that's the key there. Let's do that one. Let's see. And they didn't quite get to go down there, but that's okay. We'll come over here and in here. These 2, and then that one. This one here can go there and here. The idea is to just make these all kind of separate little mini networks so that we don't have to worry about the network getting too large and breaking the kind of soft limit of around 5. Yeah, and then I kind of screwed that up too. You know what? You can pull into there too. That's fine. You and you. So this is going to get smaller anyway, which means fewer and fewer of these as the patch gets smaller. So it'll end up okay in the end. And that one, I think we'll want to do... Ooh, we could do like this and like this, I guess. That'll be okay. You guys like this. You go here. And maybe I should bring this as its own separate train. Maybe I should. So we're getting some stockpile now. Yeah, we should probably bring the rails all the way in here like this. It's too far down. That's better. Maybe into like here. Like that. They go too far here? No, that's perfect. Okay, and then we can do clone instead. Clone these like that. And I'll probably do a drop off here and a drop off here. Kind of so that we can have spots at both sides. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't know if I could use all 11 of them now easily, but we could at least use 8 of them, which I think is enough, because we could do 4 there and 4 there. No, that's not a hexagon. That's a heptagon. So 3 there, I guess. 7. That should be fine anyway. Let's see. You can go like this, past that one, and then over this one like that, and into there, and then up, and then over here like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this one here can go, we might be able to just put one in there too. Let's do like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. Okay, so let's see. Furthest one to nearest one. Trucks, please. Yes, that's the one. You go here. And that's concrete. And we need to have at least 60 there, or plan for 60 there anyway. And then can I clone this? What happens if I clone this? Does that work? No, it doesn't work. Okay, so yeah, we do still have to click the truck here like this. You can go there, and that'll be concrete and 60 at least. This one is here, going to there. There we go, and then I messed up a little bit here, and I want to put a little bit of road in there. And then you can go, oops, nope, you can go like this. And concrete. There we go. Next. That's fine. Concrete. That's good. You can go from here. Okay, no more shift clicking. This can go from here. There's another heptagon there, looks like. Sometimes they're heptagons, sometimes they're pentagons, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 means that that's a pentagon. 7 arrows, and that is also 7 arrows. And then, let's see, you here, also. There. 2 here. Concrete. Let's do that much. And then we just need a train. So we'll do... actually, you know what? I should actually have set up another train delivery to this area that I didn't do. Oops. 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 I didn't leave myself the right amount of space to do so either. Oops. 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 Well, we could always just do, no, train. We could always just do this train, this, and make them share the same bit. Concrete. I need to just toggle the direction. So this starts down here, and we need this to be, we'll set it at 300. A lot of trains, but that's okay. All the trains, please. And all the drones there will help get everything loaded up nice. Now the one down the bottom isn't actually doing any loading of it in and of itself. It's just there to supply the supplies. I just don't think it is, because it's 3 tiles away from the station. Also, this is 8 times 60, which is 480, so we're already over capacity even without touching the ones here at the end. So that's fine, but it gives us the ability to be ready to expand when we need to be ready to expand, which is useful. Look at that, line O trains. Nice. Because this one here is not producing very much. And this one up here is going to run out very, very soon. So not having this train at all here is actually very useful because it wasn't giving us anything anyway. And this here is set up for 300, but there's no way in heck it's producing 300. It's probably not even producing 6 times 30. Yeah, it's probably not even producing half of that, but we'll leave it run. It's fine. Trains are almost free. Let's see what we have for issues now. Here, food supply is actually a problem right now. That could just be because of this, I suppose. We could add another one of these here, though. And we can add another couple of these here, though. That's useful. Which means more waste gets unloaded and gets delivered down into here. You are at 450, you are at 300. So the issue here is not enough waste coming in. The issue here is actually too much waste. But as this gets backed up, and it backs up into this station here where it's coming from, that means more and more will appear for this station to pick it up. So that's fine, and we are growing. We have grown since we started the episode. We were at 68, and now we're at 77. So we are doing well. Just a little bit of supply issue here, and right now it's based on food. At least it's not based on concrete again. That's good. That's good. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful concrete. Metal waste is doing very well. Yeah, everything's doing well except we just don't have enough food coming in. And some of that could be the fact that we need to actually expand this. Either expand it or replace or add another station for this so that we have twice as much food being produced here as we have currently, so that we can get more out of this. And I think the best thing to do with that would be just to make another duplicate of this station, rather than trying to make this twice as big. So let's just literally copy this as best we can over here. Let's see, 1, 2, there, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you go here like that, because I think that this is a pretty good design of a station, and so we might as well just use what we have. Rather than, but I'm going to pull this one back a spot. Use what we have rather than, you know, going with pain there. That's good. And then we'll have to bring in more nitrogen, of course, which means we need to mine more nitrogen, but that's fine. Someone asked or pointed out, or however you want to word it, that I'm not using the, I'm not just pumping the water straight out of the ground. I'm training the water up for the main builds. I think it might have been raisins again. And the reason I'm doing it is merely for my own stupidity. I have a weird thing where I want to use that stuff that's being mined, rather than just let it sit there. It's stupid and weird, but it's me. So, yeah. Let's see. You can go here and here. So that's why I'm training the water up for the other builds. Because I'm just weird like that, I guess. Here, 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 and here. Oh, out of these. Well, crap. We need more pumping stations. That means we need to make them. We need reinforced concrete and high-tech parts. What we could probably do for that is sneak them in here someplace. Almost. Dang it. Huh. I could just do like a quick stealer thing going on, maybe. Yes, I could. Let's put one more of these in up here. Nope. Over here. Let's put one of these in over here. And we'll do a single one of these, making pumping stations. Technically, they're stealing from the town, so that costs us a little bit in our growth progression, but they're only stealing 2 and 1 times 12 every year, so it's not a huge number, and it's not going to be forever. So I'm going to try to live with it. We'll see how that works. We'll see how that works out. So this is going, we needed a few more of these, but we don't have them made yet. We'll live without it for the moment. We need to go down and mine some stuff. We also need to run some roads here. You can go like this and then into there. We'll go down to mine some more nitrogen, which we actually should have, right? Oh, yes, I do already have it ready to go. It's right here. So this needs to be a train. We had this ready to go, set up for this particular expansion when the time came. Where was I at? Over here. There we are. You can go right to there. And that'll be nitro. And we need that to be 150? No, 75. 75. And then we need a food truck here to here. And that'll be 300. That's good. Once the nitro gets here, we'll be able to go. Let's do this. Like that. What else are we low on, by the way? Not much. Not miners, really, which cost steel. We could probably just set up some of those again down here. Ooh, look at that. We were already making them down. Oh, no, we weren't making those down here. Look at that, all depleted now. We're not really even using it anymore. It was mostly... we don't have it. We didn't have anything connected to it. It was only being used for making trucks, and we have actually we're a little low on trucks too. So we could probably set up a new truck builder and a new miner builder down here, just off of this iron patch. But I'm just going to delete all this iron that's sitting in these because I don't really care that much. And we can get rid of this whole train station because it's not actually doing anything anymore. I just didn't because it wasn't worth bothering. Or maybe because I had all the stuff here, so I just was like, I'll leave it alone. Or I forgot about it. That's a very, very viable answer right there. Because you don't need it once you start recycling. You don't need the steel at all for your town. You only need it for constructing buildings. So, there. Okay, build. We're just going to do a couple of small rows of these. Like, oh, you can't build there because it's water. Yeah, of course. Weird that you can build in some of these tiles, though. That's the weird part. Like, okay, you can't build there, but you can build there, and you can build there. There for iron. And there. How about this one? That one? Not that one. That's fine. And then we want to have a couple of factories making steel. And we need a steel output here. And then we'll do a... Nope, it was already there. We'll do one of these making extractors. And we'll do another one of these making, not extractors, but trucks. There we go. For now. Yeah, that's all we need right now. Then this rail, maybe it'll continue down through here for some reason. I don't know what, but for some reason. New Nagoya's growing again. Glad to see that. And we also need to increase this production. But we also need to add some more of these here. And add some more of these here. This needs to be 3, I think was my goal. So yeah, we're actually already there. So I want to actually take this one out. Let the town grow into there. And then this I want to be at least 4, if not 5. We have 4 right now. Maybe 5 later. You've got just 2. and I don't have a place to take this out to yet. Not that one, this one out to yet. We need to build that station yet. We could build it in here, perhaps. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Just put it right in there. Put her there, folks. Put her there. And then we'll put this here, and then we can do, this is, what's the difference here? This one is 300, even though it's not 300. This one is 200, even though it's not 200. It's not any of those numbers. It's 180 and 120. So we probably don't need all these trains here. This should be closer to 180, and then this one should be closer to 120, as that one kind of is. Yeah, that's why. Okay, let's do train. Train here to there. Food, and at least 120. There we go. And then we need to have some of these here. Ideally, this would be 2. And I guess we could go there with it. I guess. It's alright. 3 there. Because 180 and 120 is a 3-to-2 ratio. We have 2 here, which is good. We have 3 there, which is good. Here we have 4. I would ideally like that to be 5, but in order to do that, I'd have to make a change to something. Which I'm not really... I think that's okay. And then this one down here is also 4, so I'm okay with it all. And then, let's check these out here. I have these at 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have a crap ton there, that's fine. This is like 1, 2, 3, which is fine. This is like 1, 2, 3, which is fine. Over here, I have 1, 2, now 3, but I'm going to take this one and put that one in there and take that one out instead. And down here I have 2, and I'm going to make a 3rd right here. There we go. And that should be good there. Here we have 4, here we have 3. I think that's good numbers. I'm kind of going off of like about 100 per, either ins or outs. I think that's an okay number. And then here we actually need to double this, production of this, to make it 100 instead of what it's currently at, which is 90. So over here someplace, I should have just scrolled around and looked. Over here, not there. Over here. Ooh, that's going to end up not well. Eventually. Somehow that one got missed. Let's clear all these out so that we can see what's going on here. But for now, we're going to leave it alone. I think we're making 90 of those here, so I just want to add another little bit to it. And then as this stuff gets filtered out, then we'll start mining some more. But I'm going to let it get filtered out. Let's see, we are making 90. So I want to make just a little bit more. And in order to make 90 of these, I need to have 60 aluminum bars, which we're more than covered with this stuff here. And I need to have 30 polymer bars. Here we're making exactly 30 polymer bars. So I need to make a little bit more polymer too. I think I can just replace that one with that. And then I think... so to make 100, I need to have 33 polymer bars. And to make 33 polymer bars, I need 100 carbon. Well, that's convenient. And so 100 carbon would be 9 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, right, I remember that I did this. Let's take a couple of these out just to reduce the production. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so that our bottleneck becomes the production of carbon at just a little over 100. Whatever 9 times 12 is 108. So that means we'll actually be producing 108 of high-tech parts, and we're able to carry 106. I'm going to add one more train here, just for reasons, and reasons being to smooth out the distribution, and then that puts us at being able to carry the full 108 as it's being produced. And I think that'll be okay. TM. But we need to come back to this in not very long. And we're going to actually probably hit 100K today. Let's see. Supplies. High-tech parts. You don't see. And I still want this to be 100 because we only want about 100 coming in. So I only want this to be 1. Let's take a look at the other high-tech parts. Your problem is what? Aluminum. Which is the problem of recycling. And your problem... Never mind, we got to 100. 100K, yes. Cover 5% of the surface by forests. We're nearly there already. We can do a little bit more work on that in a moment. We should probably put some eucalyptus down, too, in the warmer regions of the map. We also need to do some temperature increasing, too. Let's see here. You folks are aluminum as well. And the issue with that is also recycling. So I guess we're getting all we can get right now out of the recycling because we literally have none laying around. So that's a little bit of a liar, I guess, and or we need to just bring in more here. And maybe the goal of that would be just to add another one of these anyway, even though I don't really want that. Maybe that's good enough because we're bringing in 100 here, but we also have an issue. We no longer need reinforced concrete. We need this composite instead. Uh-oh. Alright, composite recipe is what? Factory, maybe? Composite is tempered steel and polymer. Tempered steel is what? Oopsie. Tempered steel is steel and nitrogen. Oh boy, we're going to have to figure out the dynamics of this matrix now. And we need to get rid of all this reinforced concrete. So, we actually don't need concrete anymore at all. I did all that work for concrete for no reason. Well, not no reason. We got us to 100K. And then some. Barely some. Alright, well that means we need to turn off the concrete shipping and mining and everything for this town. Now, all the concrete we have can get shipped to New Baghdad or New Hong Kong if we want. But we need to stop it now. Delete that one. Delete this one. And I'm going to leave one of them intact just in case we drop in population. I'll leave that one intact for now. We need to figure out the recipe here. So we are getting, for every... well, now the requirements have reduced. That's supply... we're producing now... Oh, we're producing plastic waste now. Oof. We have to deal with that now, too. Okay. Let's look at the recycle center, too, then. Two plastic waste become one polymer bar. So we are producing... not there. Here. 300 of plastic waste. And that becomes 150 polymer bar. 150 polymer bar is needed to make 450 high-tech parts. But we only need... Well, let's just go with that. Let me grab a notepad. Let's see. Alright, so we have 300 plastic waste. Yeah, of each waste. Plastic waste, 300 organic waste, and 300 metal waste. And I think what we're going to do is look at these recipes and then probably work on these builds next time, but we'll see how it goes. So 300 plastic waste becomes... How much plastic again? 150 plastic. Polymer. Alright. The organic waste is the same recipe we know. So the organic, so I'm going to skip that one. And the metal waste is also the one we know. Wait, where did I go? There I am. Is also the one we know. So we're going to skip that one for now. But for this, we need polymer to make the composite steel here. So we actually have to use this a little bit differently. For the 200 rather, high-tech parts that we need, that means that we need to have 1/3 of 200 or 66. So let's see. 200 high-tech means we need to have 66 polymer for that. So that means we still have, well, 67, we'll say. We still have 83 polymer left over. For composite, which we need to have 200 composite, we need to have 1 tempered steel and 1 polymer bar each. So that's 200 tempered, 200 polymer. So we're still going to need to make polymer. And in fact, we might as well just leave this making the polymer that it needs at the ratio that it needs with out of carbon, because we're going to need more polymer for this than we're getting from the plastic waste anyway. So we'll just take all the plastic waste directly into composite. And then for the tempered steel, we need, for every 3, we need 4 steel bars. So 200 divided by 3. 200 divided by 3 times 4 is 267. 267 steel. And 67 nitrogen. Yeah, because this produces 3. So we need 200, so 200 divided by 3 times 4, and then 200 divided by 3 times 1. Means 267 and 67 for that. And so then from the metal waste that we have over here, wherever you are there, metal waste, which are getting 300, we get from that, what, 200 steel? Yeah. So we actually have to start making steel again? Is that right? We have to actually start feeding steel into the factory again? If so, that's a bummer. Well, we're going to want to divide this recipe into 2 camps, kind of similar to what we've done before, so that we have 3/4 of it making the composite from the polymer we're getting from the recycling, because we're only getting 150 from recycling and we need 200 for this. So we'll have 50 composite getting made at a separate location or with a separate factory. So if we divide this then also by 4, that means what? Divided into a 3 and a 4. That means that we need to have about 70 getting made from fresh steel and about 200 getting made from recycled steel, which kind of works out pretty well. That's good. That's really good, in fact. That works out pretty well. So we'll have to have one factory that turns all of the metal, all the steel from the metal waste and all the polymer from the plastic waste into about 150 composite. Yes, 150 composite, and then that will go from there into the town, and then we'll have to make another 50 composite from fresh polymer, fresh steel, somewhere else. if my math is correct. If you know something different, by all means, speak up, and I will incorporate that into whatever I'm trying to accomplish here. I think we should move this one over here also, do away with that. So we'll take a look at this in the next episode. I think for now, we'll just have to, or actually our tree coverage is going up too. I think for now we'll just kind of leave this here, and we'll work on that composite build in the next one, because we're going to have to tear up this concrete entirely and do something different with the steel then. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.